Hey folks, this is Jake Davis with a top 5 video for you. And today I'm going to be ranking or running down my picks, the top 5 best films of the Halloween franchise. This is something I've been wanting to do basically since I started the channel, but I was kind of figuring if I wasn't going to do it on Halloween, what's the point, you know? So I still got 76 minutes left of Halloween. I probably won't have it online in time for Halloween, but you know, at least I shot during Halloween, so it still counts. Anyhow, here we go. Number 5, I would say Halloween 2, the original one from 1981, directed by Rick Rosenthal. The whole deal behind this movie picks up literally moments after the events of the first film. Laurie Strode's being rushed to the emergency room. The cops are still looking for Michael Myers all over town, and they're also, you know, going through the house of corpses that he's left behind. I like the kind of the build of tension and build of desperation from the police force in this film, where they inadvertently get people killed. And I also really like the changing of the setting of going to the hospital, and the kills are, you know, it's not just trying to copy and paste all the murders as many other of the sequels would do. The first sequel didn't really do this. The iconic scene of the nurse being held up by the scalpel in the back of her neck by one hand, the scene of the girl being drowned in the boiling hot tub, iconic kills. A guy being beaten to death by a hammer, and when I first saw it when I was younger as a kid, the opening scene of the babysitter on the phone, slowly realizing, you know, being distracted by being on the phone, hearing about the killer, slowly realizing that the front door is open, and that Michael Myers is in the house and jumps out and kills her. Oh man, that scene scared the shit out of me when I was younger. It really got me. It's easily my number 5. Also, real quick, I'm shooting this in black and white because I like this black and white. I have no other reason. Number 4, I'm going to say Halloween 2018. Maybe this movie will climb the rankings as the years go on, but right now it's just number 4. I really enjoyed this movie. This is a great pump of fresh air into the franchise, especially when they kind of whiffed the Child's Play and Texas Chainsaw remakes, in my opinion at least. This was a really cool movie reboot with Nick Castle, and a lot of people talked a lot when the film first came out about how off-putting it is that the first kill in the film is Michael Myers killing a child. But Michael Myers was a child killer. I mean, he killed his sister when he was like, what, fucking just a kid. And he spends 2 movies in a row hunting this little girl. And then there's also the shit happens with the fucking Shamrock masks in the 3rd movie. It's not like the series had not gone into, you know, the putting children in danger before. This wasn't out of nowhere, is my point. But it's a really great movie. Jamie Lee Curtis is terrific in it. The build and using modern times, like the podcasters trying to get something out of Jason. The doctor's obsessed with Jason. Leaning in and building this idea towards what exactly was it about his sister, what was it about Judith that turned him into a bloodthirsty killer, but without answering the questions, adding to that mystique of Michael Myers. Plus, you add on to that after it took 11 movies for Michael Myers to actually make a jack-o'-lantern out of a severed head. That's golden. Also, a quick little thing in case you've never noticed. Danielle Harris, Josh Hartnett, and Judy Greer have all played Laurie Strode's children in the Halloween films, but all in different universes, so none of them are siblings. Weird. Anyhow, number 3. I would say Halloween 3, Season of the Witch, must be the Season of the Witch. I love this movie. It's a terrific movie. The whole deal, this is notoriously the film that doesn't have Michael Myers in it. Instead, there's a psycho cult, robots, this evil Irishman who is a candy manufacturer, is running around killing. My fucking laptop's gonna die. I might lose my light here. Fucking open the door. This evil fucking candy maker, you know, he wants to kill kids, and he's just all this fucking druid shit going into the origins of Hallows Eve and stuff like that. It's a really cool movie. It stars Tom Atkins, I'm sorry, who was, you know, he's the Lionel Atwill of his time. If you were doing horror movies in the 1980s and you didn't offer him work, then you just weren't legit, you know what I mean? And then there's Daniel Hurley. While I was preparing for this video, it occurred to me, if they would have made an X-Men movie in the early 1980s, he would have had to be Magneto. You know what I mean? Had to have been. Anyhow, number 2. I'm going to say H2O. I loved H2O. It's a great film. It was just a pump, just fresh blood into the franchise. Jamie Lee Curtis comes back. LL Cool J's terrific in it. Josh Hartnett and Michelle Williams. Michelle Williams, who went on to be nominated for 4 fucking Academy Awards. Then there's the fact that, you know, there's talk, oh, Michael Myers be so old now and all this kind of stuff. And then you, even in the film, the opening scene, he had this great little small role from the guy who plays the detective, who talks about, he'd be 41 years old. I was in high school. He's younger than me. And there goes my light. I'm just going to walk out here and do the rest of my video. Fuck it. Batman poster in the background. Okay, so, brings me into my number 1. Oh, and also one more thing about H2O. H2O being the only Halloween movie with Michael Myers where he doesn't go to Haddonfield. I always like the changing the setting, college town in California, instead of going back to Haddonfield once again. He does go to Haddonfield, but it's just in the opening sequence. And of course, my number 1 is Halloween itself. One of the finest horror films of the 1970s. My personal favorite is Texas Chainsaw. It's my personal favorite horror movie of all time. But if you were to say Halloween, I wouldn't shit on your opinion, of course. It's a great movie. I mean, what can be said about that hasn't been said about before? I've always loved how the mystery of Michael Myers, they ruined that in the Rob Zombie films, but how Michael Myers remains a mystery throughout the course of the film. Certain things are never revealed, like how do you find out Laurie? Well, the Laurie Strode thing is, he doesn't find out Laurie Strode's his sister to the sequel, but stuff like, how did he find out Laurie Strode was his sister? How did he learn how to drive? These things aren't ever, they're addressed, but they're not answered. I loved that about the original Halloween movie. They tried to do that shit in the Thorn movie, Part 6, but that was awful. But Halloween is easy, you know, great score, wonderful work by John Carpenter. And I personally say that if just the opening scene of Halloween, if that would have been released as just a short film in and of itself, John Carpenter would have won a goddamn Academy Award. Because that's just chilling shit. One of the, easily, in my opinion, the best opening scene in horror movie history. As far as the other movies go, the other 6 films, okay, the 2 Danielle Harris movies are, she's terrific in a great child performance. Great to see Donald Pleasence play Loomis as full psycho. I love the gas station scene in Part 4. And I like the one scene where Michael Myers wears a different mask in Part 5. But those movies are crap. Part 6 is completely unwatchable. There's the theatrical cut and there's the director's cut, and neither one of those movies are worth the time of your life. I mean, seriously, you're better off sitting in a fucking waiting room at the dentist than watching that fucking movie. I also despise the fucking Rob Zombie movies. They're both really long, really pretentious, and just utter trash. I usually don't talk about this kind of stuff, but particularly their depiction towards women is very grotesque. I also what's this? Which one am I missing? Oh, Resurrection, the one where they kill off. I always think of this one as Ice Cube's Halloween. You know, like they're trying to get the Friday audience. It's just pathetic. You know, they didn't even try with this movie. which just shows this is part of that year, 2002. There's so many franchise movies from 2002 that seem to be so low effort. Movies like Die Another Day and even Attack of the Clones, and Men in Black 2. Just, why did they even bother? Just trying to make money. And, I hope y'all people like this video. I hope y'all like, comment, subscribe, share, if you want, that kind of stuff. I hope you enjoy all my stuff. I'm Jake Davis. And I'll catch... Oh, one more thing. Remember, the 5th of November, the gunpowder treason and plot. I know of no reason why the gunpowder treason shall ever be forgot. Happy Halloween.